Who are you? Can you light that up?
I'm not going back in there until I know nobody's in there.
Was that you? Welcome to Paranormal Encounters.
Yeah.
I'm Connor Biddle.
And I'm India Hopwood.
Welcome to this episode of Paranormal Encounters.
Today we have traveled to Wytheville, Virginia to investigate a location that has never before been televised.
Welcome to the Octagon Mansion. This 6,000 square foot mansion was built by H.Q.A. Boyer in 1870, who later sold the home unfinished to Reverend D.A. Snow, who finished construction in 1886. The building was referred to as the Roundhouse for its rare design. During the 1950s, a polio epidemic broke out in Wytheville that tragically took the lives of 17 of its residents and affected many more. It became so bad the town council erected billboards at all 5 entrances to the county, warning potential tourists of the outbreak and urging them to return the following year. Throughout the years, this building has been many things: a bakery, restaurants, a real estate office, and a private residence for many families. However, for the last decade, it has sat empty and undisturbed. It wasn't until recently, in the last year, when the new owners started allowing people to come in here to hold events. That is when strange things began to happen.
Visitors to the mansion have reported seeing shadow figures, hearing unexplained voices, witnessing locked doors opening by themselves, seeing objects go flying across a room, and having their equipment tampered with. What could be causing such phenomena still remains much of a mystery, but we're hoping that tonight will provide us with some insight on what is really going on inside this historic home.
John, I know you told us about this place being haunted, and that front door behind you, you said you've had some experiences.
We have. We hold, well, we do an event here, Dinner with a Ghost. We do it a couple times a year, and that particular night, it was late into the evening, 1:45, 2 a.m., with 20 people here for Dinner with a Ghost, and our host had asked the spirit, who we think was in the room at the time, if you want us to leave, give us a sign. And he asked it 3 or 4 times, and all of a sudden, you heard the door creak open and then hit the wall there. I turned and noticed the door wide open. So I went to the door and resecured the top lock, which is a throw lock. So first of all, it has a big throw on it. Right here. So we shut the door at night when we do Dinner with a Ghost so people don't come in and out. The door is secured. That night at dinner, the first time, you heard from the dinner table, you heard that, and that's when I turned around, and along with 20 other people, I came out, shut the door, and locked it, thinking that, well, maybe I didn't lock it. And sure enough, the question was asked again, And a few minutes later, so obviously the evening was coming to an end. It was a great way to do it, and that was the end of the event for the night. When we were first introduced to the building, this Octagon building, by the owners, they brought me in, and I said to Gene and Donna, let's sit down in the dining area. Let's try to get a hold of anybody in the building. And we sat, and we all started asking questions, even Donna. Donna loves this. And sure enough, we were approached probably 10, 15 minutes into it by a little girl.
Really?
Yeah, and you know, throughout talking to her, and we had the REM pod there, so we knew something was there. And she talked to us for probably an hour, hour and a half about certain things. She let us know that she had died in this building. The other thing that happened that night, Justin, one of the investigators, was here, and he brought a bunch of people in, and they went to the basement. And he brought a couple skeptics with him, and they got down in the basement, and sure enough, you know, 10, 15 minutes into it, one of the skeptics was touched, and he freaked out, and of course came out of the building. So he realized he was alone in a corner, and somebody was grabbing him on the back shoulder, and he turned around. Of course, there's nobody there, and he came running out of the building. So I maybe think he's not a skeptic anymore, and I don't think he'll be back anytime soon. So, but there's been other things. We've had a little girl up in her bedroom. Child's bedroom, this way. I was in there, Emmy was in there, and John was in there. Emmy was a real major skeptic. John was using the dowsing rods in here, and Emmy did not believe anything to do with that. You know, he's holding them and asking questions, and the rods are moving. She's thinking, well, he's got to be moving it with his hands. And I looked at John, I said, John, give Emmy the dowsing rods. Emmy came in, sat down in this room. John sat here, Emmy sat there, and she placed the doll on there. And I said, Emmy, why don't you ask the questions? John handed her the dowsing rods, and sure enough, as she asked questions, the rods moved in her hands, and she wasn't doing it. I could tell she was a little bit freaked out. And all of a sudden, reality struck, and she knew she was actually talking to somebody. And that went on for about a half hour. She liked the doll. Of course, we had the ovulus in here and the REM pod, so we knew somebody was in here besides John, myself, and Emmy. So it was pretty cool to see that. And sure enough, with a trigger object like a period doll like that, she liked it. As John wasn't getting all the information out of her, and the second another young girl came in and sat down and started talking to her, she got some reaction and some stories out of her. So they were in this room. Justin was near the door, and he was, just trying to talk to spirits, and he was getting no results, and he started pushing it, and all of a sudden Justin was on the back end of this door, and the door was basically kicked in his face, and he was a little bit injured that night. So yes, and I'm sure Justin would tell you the better story, but I think my kick was good. So
I think the kick was pretty good.
I think it was great.
Yeah. What do you think we're gonna capture good evidence tonight?
Well, as you know, we walked in, and India thought she heard a little girl giggling, which to me is just great. I think you're gonna, there's never a guarantee. You know that as well as I do, as long as you've been around. I think you're gonna get some things tonight. The house is silent. It's, very limited people. It's 2 of you. And I think it's gonna be a great night for you. And the first night that this magnificent mansion, this 1874 mansion, is being filmed the way you're filming and presenting it to the people. So we hope people come and enjoy 585 West Main Street, which is the Octagon Mansion.
Nighttime has fallen, and so begins our investigation at the Octagon Mansion. We just finished setting up the REM pod in the dining room, in which John said he and 20 other people have witnessed paranormal activity. It hasn't even been 5 minutes, and things begin to happen. Where's your mask at?
Hey.
Oh, is it going on?
The REM pod is going off.
Oh, that's the first time I've seen it go off, apart from that theater.
What?
It's brand new.
The batteries are brand new?
No, the REM pod.
The REM pod?
Yes.
If you're there, can you do that again? Can you touch it? That's my camera. Which you're gonna have to fix because I can't get that on my phone right now. Somebody here with us. Thank you. I see you. I see you. That's awesome. Can you step away again then? Just so I know that it's you. Thank you. Thank you. Can you step towards it one more time? Just so I know that you're there. We've only been in here 5 minutes. Can you step towards it for me? Can you make it light up again? And there's no power up here right now? No electricity? Okay. Thank you, I see you. Can you make it go a different color other than green? There's some other colors on there. Can you change it to a different color? Do you know how to? Just move around it, different direction.
John, we've only been here for a few moments. Is this the type of stuff that you had when you had the guests here?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll look over here with you. Can you make it light up on
The
this
K2 at
side?
the door was going off at the same time.
The K2, the door was going off at the same time? Are you still there? Can you light that up? We just want to talk to you real quick. You'll let us know that you are here. Can you turn on one time real quick to let us know that yes, you are here?
It could be like just residual energy moving through, or it could just be that it takes up a lot of energy to do that. And I don't know. I really don't know. It could not be paranormal, but I mean, you have to get pretty close. Like you have to get like almost touching it to make it go off. And there's no power in here right now. So I'm just having a hard time coming up with what could set that off.
Yeah, me too.
All right, well, thank you for that. If you want us back in here, just tap that and we'll come back in, okay? That doll nearly gave me a heart attack. I just looked at it and I was like, oh, I forgot it was there. Maybe bring the doll over there? You know, she's yours now, so you can play with her, okay?
It sure seems to like you, you know?
Well, usually when I go to locations that have child spirits, or I should say so-called child spirits, what people believe are child spirits, they usually do take a liking to me. And I had an empath medium lady once tell me that at a location I was at that she saw this there. Do you want me to come in there? Step away if you do.
Go in there.
But she told me that she saw this child's mother like come through, and she was saying thank you to me for like looking after the child while I was there. And I don't know like if it's because like, you know, I've been a nanny and stuff. But do you want me to stay here with you? Can you make it light up?
Do you want the men to leave this room? If you do, can you light that up? Do you not like me sitting here? Okay, I'm gonna get up then.
After some interaction with the REM pod, I decided to put my camera down and step out of the room with John and India. It seemed as though the activity was gone, and whatever it was simply done communicating with us. But then again, it wasn't.
No, I think it's a little trust.
Yeah,
When we leave the room,
it goes off.
so I think we're gonna give it a few minutes.
It's really weird because like now nothing, and like I don't know what could be contaminating. Like
We're not here to hurt you, we're just here to talk to you. We just want to know that you're here.
Oh!
Oh, there you go. You're back again.
Everybody's counted for. India's right here. John is right here.
Right here.
You think it's a she? Want to come in the room? Okay.
Are you a she?
You notice when I say when I'm going to come in the room, it lights up. When I walk towards the door, it lighted up.
If you're a girl, can you light that up for us? Thank you. Can you step away now? Just so I can ask you another question. Thank you.
The entire time we were doing this REM pod session, we were skeptical whether we really were communicating with an entity. However, this next response is out of the ordinary, and anyone with experience with the REM pod will agree. This can be replicated by demonstrating how this device works. Could this be a little girl showing us that she is present, and that our doll as a trigger object has attracted her to communicate more with us?
If you're under 10 years old, can you light it up? If you're under 15 years old, can you light it up? There. Are you 12? If you're 12, light it up. That was just one little beep.
Yeah, feels like a yes.
If you're 11, light it up. $13? $14? You don't want to tell me? $15?
That was really weird.
Yeah. John said that, like, the girl told him that she was 12.
Yes.
But it was so weird how it was just a little brief, like, boop. Like,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
like,
I'm under 15.
Yeah, like saying yes. It's a response. We decided to conclude our REM pod session and take a short break to develop a game plan to how we wanted to do our investigation. Unfortunately, we were stopped short from smelling something we thought was squatters doing some illegal activity somewhere inside the mansion. This caused us to leave the building through the front and call the mansion security to check out the inside. As we left the front door open, India thought she saw someone or something inside. Hey, what?
It was like.
What just happened? What just happened?
I don't even know what it was. Like just like a white thing. I'm not making this up. I swear to God, I just seen that.
Are you rolling? You rolling?
No, I'm fucking scared. This is scary.
Wait, come with me. You gotta stay with me. You can't walk away from me if there's somebody else.
I don't want to go in. No. Like it was like a white thin thing. This is a lot happening at once. It's just a lot happening at once. Like we've only been here, what, an hour?
John's going in there right now with a flashlight.
This is a lot of stuff happening at once.
So you saw something white running from the doorway?
Not in front of the doorway, like by, is that the fireplace? Somewhere by the fireplace? Just like a white thin thing is the only way I can describe it. Like,
well, John's in there right now.
Like a long, thin, like a stick.
Well, John is in there right now, and we can see him as I'm filming you, and it doesn't look like he appears to see anything.
It was
yet.
like a stick. You know what it was like? It was like that video that you got with like the look like the legs, but it wasn't the legs. It was just like one stick. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. RJ's here. The mansion security, RJ and Emily, arrived and we explained what was going on. We thought someone was possibly under the porch on the side of the building since the basement was locked and we had no access to it. While RJ was checking things out, I decided to go inside the mansion in the front room and call out any potential squatter. Hello? I then used some provocation in case it was an entity being responsible for what's been happening. I do hear that you like to throw a few things around in the house. Can you throw something? I will soon realize my choice of words will be used against me.
I'm telling you right now, there's only dead people allowed in this house, so if there's a living person, you better get out right now.
Hey, baby.
Was that you?
What?
The whistle?
No? It was RJ.
Oh.
RJ, is that you whistling?
Yeah.
Okay. You see anybody, RJ?
No, I did not see nobody. 1 second. Hello? Yeah.
What the hell?
What was that?
Where was that?
What was that?
Yeah, it's part of my
What was that? Something just fell. Oh my god.
Was that you?
No, what was that?
Up here?
RJ, was that you?
No, I was.
No, RJ was at the doorway. I just saw him. What just fell?
I don't know.
Look on the floor. Let's turn
There's
around.
somebody here.
Look on the floor. Hello?
This? It's a rock. A rock just got thrown. Are you kidding me right now?
It almost hit me over the head.
This can't be real.
RJ,
Wait.
you swear to God, you didn't throw that.
We
I
need-
swear to God. I saw you on the phone.
Yeah.
Oh my
Wait, hang
god.
on. What we need to do is go back and look at the earlier shots and make sure that this see if this was sitting.
There's no rock that was there. I found B-roll on that earlier.
Is there somebody here outside? No, you would have seen him.
Yeah, I just come in. Like, they would have had to throw it by
He
my
was
head.
on the phone, and I saw his hands. His hands were forward.
Yeah.
He had his phone in his hand.
All they all got
Is
this a joke?
No. Me and John were walking through this doorway, and it freaking flew right up here and hit right above his head. Where did the rock
What is
come?
going on? This is so weird.
Because where were you?
I was right here, man.
Look, I'm ready to grab
Yeah,
the
but
door handle.
hold
Look,
on. You.
I was right here. You were walking through this doorway
Okay,
right
but
here.
The rock was right here. So how did that happen?
Me and John were right
You
here. We
here?
heard it right here.
How did you get up? So it must have flown to here.
And I was like this.
If it falls.
He was like that. Look at RJ. He was like that on the phone, just exactly like
And I
that.
turned around because I heard it, and then I got off the phone.
Okay, but how would it would not fall. Like it would not, it would fall straight down. It wouldn't fall diagonal, avoid the fireplace.
I swear to you. I swear. It was right above our head.
There's so much stuff going on right now, I don't even know.
Okay, first off, let's go back. First off, we thought we smelled something going on funky here, right? So we had to step outside. We step outside, we call RJ and stuff. He starts showing up and goes over there and goes and checks it out. We're standing out there in the front, and you see something white go by the door, right? Some white little stick
Like
looking
a
thing.
white stick.
Next, we come in here to grab the cameras and look in there, and John's looking there to make sure that
Yeah, but
there's
even
nobody in
before
here.
that.
Yes, but before that, then we started walking underneath the doorway, then the rock hits there, or whatever it hit, and hit the ground. It sounded like it hit right above us because we were walking through the doorway. Here,
So
John was right here.
And also
getting
there's
ready-
really weird music.
I was getting ready to grab this handle.
This is
When the
John.
replay off, I'll go back out on the phone.
Yeah, go back. Okay, go right where you were at. Go back where you were at. Look, I'm showing you, India. Watch this, okay? Your IR is killing the light.
Oh, sorry.
No, not you.
Right, so let me just be clear that I was right here putting this REM pod down. I have that on video.
You were putting the REM pod down.
Yeah.
John was right here in this doorway, right where he's standing at. Right where he's
And I
standing
was
at.
reaching for here.
I stepped right here, walking in the room, and then all of a sudden we hear that bang. I look back at RJ, then I look forward, and boom, that thing
And the
happens.
thing about it, I ducked.
Yeah, he ducks us. We thought it got thrown at us. We didn't know what it was. We thought something fell back there or something.
Yeah, but it was.
It was thrown with force.
Where would the rock come from? Think about it.
We
Let's
have
look
to
around.
we have to go back and look to see if it was here or if it was here, like in the.
You heard that back.
Yeah, I heard that.
What was that?
There's something back here.
Is there someone?
Hang on.
Hello? In case you didn't hear what just happened, John and myself thought we heard someone down the hall talking. RJ, as you can tell, is not present as he met with Emily outside, and India is the only person behind us. At this point, we really thought someone was for sure inside the building, as neither of us have experienced before what just happened. Listen closely and you can hear what sounds like a woman saying, "Hide her." Could this be the mother of the little girl who played with the REM pod earlier, and by the rock being thrown was a sign of her wanting us to get out? Who are you? If you're not supposed to be in here, you need to get out right now. Just said what?
Huh?
When John, when he said that, I said what? He heard it say what?
What?
Easy.
If you're in here, you're not supposed to be in here. Get out. We're gonna call the police.
I don't know what to think right now.
You leave right now. We will not call the police. Come out. John,
Right here.
don't move. Are you on the stairs? I'm coming around the corner. You're gonna come down the stairs, and we will not call the police. I'm 100% serious right now. Come down, nothing's gonna happen. Come down right now. I'm I'm not joking. We have a weapon. There's nothing on the stairs. Calm down. Make a noise.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll leave this up.
Okay. RJ, you're right behind me. Okay. Okay. We're coming up the stairs. You better not move.
I don't know.
Make sure India's recording. We're coming up the stairs.
Connor said make sure
Hands against the wall.
Connor said make sure you're recording. Where do you like go?
She's on the phone.
Dude, John, if there's no one in this house is really crazy. Dude, I got goosebumps, bro.
Yeah, so do I.
Holy cow.
Wait, is this door wide open? Should we shut the door?
Yeah, go ahead and shut it.
Okay. I don't want to be back here in case it's a real person. No way.
Yeah, I will.
Should I lock it?
Yeah.
It locks. Now I locked it. Oh my god.
Just RJ. Whew.
Yeah, RJ.
Who's here? Anybody in this
It's
room?
hard for me to believe that this is not a real person. Like, it just... That's why I'm freaked out.
The
Hey,
floors,
hey, why is the blinds like that?
floors creak too much. You'd hear
Yeah, it
somebody.
didn't
I'm
sound
trying to remember
person,
what it
you
was.
know. Just like you hear us
Because me and
walking.
Emily was in there earlier.
Should we bring a spirit box up here?
Oh my god, there's no one here.
Yeah.
Guys, there's nobody up here.
I walked completely around the premises. As soon as I got here, didn't see nothing.
The other room.
Yeah.
Were you filming when you heard what? Or like,
I doubt I even caught that. He heard it. It was down the hallway. I heard talking down the
Was it
hallway.
a man?
We both heard talking. It was a woman.
Right?
Yeah, it was a woman.
do you think, I just wonder, like, do you think that they like the females being in here? Because you said you had a lot of activity with the girl.
Watch it.
I,
Okay. Go on to the far room. Tell me you know the story. Stay right here. Yeah. Let them go. Far room. Right?
Yeah. Far room.
You felt that, right?
Yeah, bro. Oh my god. We both got, like, I kid you not, RJ? John? Was that you?
No. Yes.
RJ?
No?
Look here.
This is going to be hard to believe for most, as something like this can easily be manipulated. But pay close attention to the position of John and RJ's hands. Emily and India are in the other room and appear to assume the noise was one of us. The 5 of us are the only ones in the building, as we later verify from checking all the locks on the doors. Who or what was this? Yeah, bro. Oh my god. We both got, like, I kid you not, RJ? John? Was that you?
No. Yes.
RJ?
No?
Look here. Where's your light?
Hang on. I got a light, and I got an idea because me and Emily were just up here earlier checking it out when y'all was recording out front, and she was playing with a thing right here.
What does it look like?
It was there. It looked like this. Whoa, that's moved. It was laid right here. Because she pushed it and the red button lit up.
On that?
Yeah, earlier this morning.
What is it?
She was playing with that?
Yeah, Emily was. We walked in this room when you was out front recording today,
Yeah.
and we went in this room. We was coming out, and it was laid right here, just like that. And she pushed it, and a red light flashed, just like it just did. Yeah.
All right, what fell on the stairs? Let's go.
And then it was just right here. I ain't moved it. She did.
Would you recognize it?
Guys?
What?
No, never mind.
I seen the sheetrock piece just like there.
A sheetrock?
Oh, I see something shining. What's shining?
I don't see it.
What's that thing shining right to your right?
I know, I see. A metal thing?
A what?
Metal thing? What the is this?
What is it?
I don't know what this is, man. I've never seen this shit before. Something goes on I don't even know what this is. It's not.
Look it up.
I mean, to be fair, like, stuff could be falling because it is like an old house, you know?
Do you think this fell from the ceiling?
That was right here earlier. That was right here because I remember I messed with it.
It was right here?
It was right here.
No way.
What is it?
No way.
Me and you were up here earlier.
No.
Alright,
We were over here and we've heard that thing go down the stairs. We were right over here where RJ's at.
Look,
What
it
is
was literally right here when me and RJ were up here earlier because when I was looking at
Again,
it-
we have tape of like earlier on. Like, this is backing up the claims that, like, you know, you said, what was it, a Civil War coin or something moved, or something moved before?
A button was thrown
A button, right.
at the dinner table.
This is really
How is this possible? This
I'm
is
just saying,
twice.
I've never been in a place like this. Like, I've never had so much stuff happen. Ever.
Well, I think last time I was in here, there was a lot.
John, you swear to God, you did not touch that.
I swear to you that was.
I know you were right. I know it was
I was
supposed
right
to be
next to
right.
it.
How? Man, how?
You see me jump?
Yeah, I don't.
And then going.
There's someone downstairs. Can you throw something again? Can you make a noise? Can you copy me?
Baffled by these unexplainable events, we later concluded our investigation at the Octagon Mansion. Whether you're a believer or a skeptic, being in our shoes that night, you wouldn't understand our fear. We were lucky enough to experience this rare occurrence as poltergeist activity is hard to come by. We ended up finding only one source for the rock that got thrown could have came from. A caved-in hole in the ceiling in another room down the hall where similar rocks were found in debris. We leave this mansion knowing the stories were true, and we got more than we anticipated it was going to throw at us. Welcome to Paranormal Encounters.